She didn't know the road ahead would nearly take her life, and no one, not even she, expected that the starving village stray she fed only once would become the reason she survived. When the forest closed in and a creature wrapped itself around her body, crushing every breath, it was him, the forgotten dog, who came back, and what he did next, no one could have imagined. They say beauty opens doors, but sometimes it's kindness that saves lives. She was 24, curvy, confident, with an effortless grace that turned heads wherever she went. Her name was Emma, a solo traveler with a camera around her neck, and the road stretched endlessly before her. On this warm spring afternoon, she veered off the main highway and into a small rural village tucked between the hills. Just a quick stop, she thought. A chance to meet real people, take some photos, maybe grab a story for her blog. Children ran to her car, curious and smiling. Emma stepped out, laughing with them, snapping photos, listening to their stories. She blended in like she'd always belonged there. But among all the chatter, one pair of eyes watched silently. A dog, thin, ragged, sitting near a wooden bench, unnoticed. His fur was matted, his tail still. No one paid him any mind, except Emma. She crouched beside him, gently offering the sandwich from her bag. He didn't bark or whimper, just looked at her with something almost human in his eyes, gratitude, a quiet, aching hope. She took one picture with him, just one. Then she stood up, brushed off her jeans, and waved goodbye to the village as she climbed back into her car. The engine started, and she was gone. But the dog stayed where she left him, watching the road, heart racing, as if he knew. Their story wasn't finished yet. The road curved sharply as she entered the forest. The sun dipped low, casting long shadows through the trees. Emma turned up her music, humming along, unaware of the danger slithering just ahead. That's when she saw it, movement on the pavement. She hit the brakes. A massive snake, longer than her car, uncoiled across the road like a living nightmare. Its scales shimmered bronze and black in the fading light. For a few seconds, it just stared at her. Then it began to move, toward her car. Her breath caught. Panic rose. The snake lifted its body, curling up over the hood, sliding across the windshield. Then it began circling the vehicle, slowly, deliberately, like it was inspecting her, trapping her. Emma reached for her phone but dropped it. Her hands were trembling. She thought, just drive, just go. But the creature had already slithered around to her door. Then, the handle jiggled. Before she could scream, it was there, its thick body crashing against the window. Her instincts kicked in. She threw the door open on the passenger side and bolted into the woods, running blind. But the snake was faster. It struck. She felt it coil around her legs, then her waist, then tighter. Her scream died in her throat. The pressure was unbearable. She couldn't breathe. The world tilted. Darkness closed in. Then, a sound. Barking. Wild, furious, desperate barking. From the trees, a blur of motion launched forward. The dog from the village, charging, snarling. His teeth sank into the snake's face. The python reeled, loosening its grip on Emma. She collapsed, gasping for air, watching in horror as the snake twisted toward the dog, jaws open. The dog didn't flinch. He bit harder. The snake coiled around him now, dragging him down, but he didn't let go. Emma crawled to her phone, hit the emergency button, and whispered the location before everything went dark. The next thing she saw was a white ceiling, beeping monitors, an oxygen mask, a nurse adjusting wires on her chest. Emma jolted upright. The dog. Her voice cracked. "Where's the dog?" The nurse smiled. "He made it, honey. Barely. But he made it." Tears filled her eyes. Later, when she was stable, they wheeled her into a quiet recovery room. And there he was, wrapped in gauze, his face bruised, one paw in a splint, but his tail wagged the moment he saw her. Emma reached out, and he limped toward her without hesitation, resting his head gently in her lap. "I didn't even give you a name," she whispered, stroking his fur. "But you came back for me. You didn't forget." She named him Brave. News of the rescue spread like wildfire. A ranger had captured footage of the dog mid-attack, leaping onto the snake's head. Millions watched in disbelief. "The dog who loved first," headlines called him. But for Emma, it wasn't about going viral. It was about knowing that even the smallest act of kindness can change the course of 2 lives forever. Brave sleeps at the foot of her bed now, travels with her, waits at the bathroom door, and never lets her out of his sight. She says, "I fed him once. He saved me forever." If this story moved you, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with someone who might need a little reminder that even the smallest act of love is never forgotten.